We got him. We got him. Yeah. We've been out. We've been out all day. We've been taking calls. We've been taking calls. Shout out to Crimestoppers for having that number, sending us in the right direction. We owe people. We owe somebody. You might have to wait till like the first to go it on to get paid. You know what I'm saying? We got to verify that you is who you say that you is, although you're supposed to be anonymous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What it do? How's everybody doing? I am Willie. We appreciate y'all for joining me for the nightly news around here in these streets. Can we get these lights up real quick? Can we get the lights up real quick? Say cut the check. Listen, the way that my checking and my bank account and my checking and my savings is set up, it may take a good little minute. Now, damn it. Now we gonna keep our word. We gonna pay them little petty little $50,000. You know what I'm saying? But don't be pressuring nobody. Be pressuring nobody. Goddamn, we say we gonna pay you. You say you're gonna pay you. Yeah, keep going to work. Keep doing what you're supposed to be out here doing. You know what I'm saying? We got Massie. Anthony Massey. Remember Massie had came out with like the video saying, well, listen, look. This shit is a setup. This shit is a setup. I didn't escape. They let me out. They released me on my own recognizance. Remember he had done made the Instagram photo? Stuff like that right there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got him. We showed her did. Man, y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button, man. Listen, how's y'all doing? You say somebody got that 50K. Listen, all this stuff be planned out just in my mind. But I keep trying to tell people, and hell, maybe a player and maybe some other people in the future would take my advice. If you're on the run and they got that number up, tell your people to go ahead on and get that 50 stacks. Or whatever the reward amount in. Tell your peoples, look here. I'm finna be gone for a good little minute. You ain't got no money right now. The shit done got up to 50 stacks. Can you promise me, just on a handshake, you know what I'm saying? At least send me 5 stacks. Out of the 50. At the least send me 5 stacks. You know what I'm saying? Don't send it all at one time. No. We're going to have to break this thing down to how many times you can send a few dollars a month or something like that right there. Because I'm finna be going for at least 10. Well, hell, at least tell me, at least send me 20. No, 10, because you could use like another 10 or something like that to visit me or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Deborah. For the $2 super chat. He say, Willie, y'all had 6 weeks to gather y'all funds. We got it. We still counting it. We counting it. We making sure that all of the bills is real. We making sure all of the bills is real, but we keep running out of the money checker pen. It keep going out. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep running back to the store, so we can go it on to make sure that we giving the person some real money out here. You know, listen, this is worth about a $5,000-$10,000 worth of commissary, just in my mind. Mm-hmm. I think that you good people need to start doing this right here, knowing that you finna be down. Listen, knowing for whatever you had done did that you're gonna eventually get caught. When you eventually get caught, your kinfolk ain't got no money now to send you anything. Why not set up a situation to where they can go ahead on and get paid for calling in the anonymous tip? I'm not understanding. Why not do that? They make no stipulations of it can't be friends and or family. There is no stipulation that we got on the books to where your friends and family cannot call in and collect. I'm trying to wonder when is we gonna use these smarts that we claim that we have out here when it come down to something like the rail. This right. Listen, 50,000 can get your mama out of them apartments. 50,000 can help your mama with a better ragged ass car. 50,000 can put new J's on your little baby feet. Come on now. 50,000 can help your little Lala stunt on the road while you locked up, while she getting some more meat. See, so it can benefit the people that you know. Mm-hmm. You say, you know that ain't true, Willie. You did a story 2 years ago where this woman had to call in on her brother and they didn't pay her because that was her brother. That's not the story that I had and did. I did the story to where they called in and they did everything that they thought that was supposed to be done to get the award. It was the problem that they called the police instead of calling Crimestoppers. That's why they did not get the reward. I don't remember a sister calling on a brother and not getting paid because it was her brother. I don't remember that right there. You say, Willie, you know they're selling Jordans on Temu. I don't remember. Yeah, she called 911 and not the reward hotline. That's the story that I remember doing. And this is why I have been saying ever since, because I was like, man, that's BS. That's BS. And how do they expect people to help us out in law enforcement if we're not going to pay them? Well, that is the new thing. Call Crimestoppers. Do not call us down to 911 dispatch. Nope, you will not get that paper. Nope. And I do know what you're saying. I don't know the number to Crimestoppers. You got Google. Same phone that you're going to use to call 911 is the same phone that you can ask Google, what is the Crimestopper number in your area? And it's going to pop up, and all you got to do is press on that damn number, and it's going to call. You say, did I miss the story, or is we just chopping it up? Oh, we just chopping it up right now. We are just chopping it up right now. I have not started it. Yeah. The 334 Gun Monkey Town is up in the building. What it do? Michigan is in the house. Come on in. The ATA is shouting up in here. Oakland, California is up in the building. He said, call the police and they get the money. Listen. Yeah. The police department mess around and get the money. You know what I'm saying? Call Crimestoppers. So to all my brothers and sisters who will be committing the crime in the future, to where y'all got to be on the run and there will be an award out for you, chop it up with your peoples. Chop it up with the peoples, with your peoples, and see who is really, really down for you and who gonna hold you down for 5 or 10 years, but help you out with your commissary. That's the person who you need to be like, listen, any chance I get, I'm finna escape. I'm gonna try to stay running as long as I can so the number can get up for the reward. When the number get up for the reward, I'm going to reach out to you. When that number get up to where I think, all right, 50,000, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Mama and them could really, really use this right here. Then I'm going to call, and then you call Crimestoppers, not 911. Don't be the fool. Say, what's Crimestoppers number? 999. Listen. Ask Google in your area what's Crimestoppers. I don't know the Crimestoppers number in every area. So we got to use what you got for your area, for your zip code. Ask them people in your zip code. For real. And that way, you can go on and get paid. You can be out here sexy again. You know what I'm saying? You could be out here talking crap to them broke people in your community. You know what I'm saying? Once you get 50, everybody else broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you can go in on the talk fly and all that fly stuff for about a good 6 months, and then you know how we be doing it. We be broke. We be broke again because like we really don't have no plan. Nope. Give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all to hit 100 by 14 after the hour. What it do, man. Thank y'all for joining the player. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for rocking with the player. Subscribe. Share like we always say. Listen, I need your support around here. I need some sponsorships. I need. I'm like a bitch with 7 churn out here in these streets. Bitch, I need. I need. Listen, thank you, good people. Thank you, good people, for what is the doggone thing that I was just finna say? Donating. Thank y'all for donating to the GoFundMe. To the GoFundMe. I really do appreciate y'all. I really, really do. You good people who be thinking about a player, who be supporting the player. Let me make sure I can remove this and be able to, if I can I share it like this or can I not share it like that? I don't know why it won't let me. It won't let me. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. I got to delete some. I'm trying to be able to share my doggone thing. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Lee for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that right there. And I'm trying to grab the whole thing. Let me grab this. Copy that. Move this. Move that out the way. Paste that. But it won't let me send. Will it? It's going to let me send. It's going to let me send. I'm trying to put it up at the top. Something really, really wrong with my system. Why is... Okay, there it is. I can't see the doggone little dot things. Listen, boy. If y'all would like to support a player through the GoFundMe, we got the GoFundMe link up at the top. Thank you in advance. Thank you. Really, really, really do appreciate it. We got some news out here in these streets that we're going to go on and talk about real quick. Right before I jump into Massie, hold on. I got some sad news before I jump into Massie, real quick. It's a 20-second. It's a 20-second. Hold your horses. I got to put this up on the screen for you real quick. The Supreme Court has upholds the Texas law about Cornhub or pornography online. Here we go.
Also today, the Supreme Court upheld a Texas law aimed at restricting a child's access to pornographic content online. The law requires users of websites that host adult content to verify their age before they can see it, and requires providing a government-issued ID. Critics have argued it violates First Amendment rights.
And I'm in agreement that it violates First Amendment rights, because if I am a child and I want to watch adult content, which I really don't even understand to a certain extent why it falls under adult content when I can become a parent as a minor. Damn, I like how I formulated that right there. I made that sound real good, right? With no breaths, because I'm practicing on my longevity of my speech, doing all that fly stuff right there. But did you just hear what I just had done said? I do believe that this violates your First Amendment's rights. And why is sex deemed as adult content? Why? Do y'all even understand that we don't even question stuff? I wish that I would have asked y'all before I even pointed that right there at. I wish, because then y'all would have thrown up a lot of you good people would have thrown up the regular stuff, because it's adults doing it and minors shouldn't be doing what adults doing. But then you gotta ask yourself, then if it's adult stuff, then children should not be doing adult stuff, and there should not be laws that says children can do adult stuff. If sex is adult stuff, why they can't watch it? Do y'all know if teens record themselves having sex? Wait. If teens record themselves having sex and then you end up with the video as an adult, you was watching child porn, right. If teens records themselves, if teens' friends record themselves having sex, and let's say it's about 5 or 6 of them sitting in there watching the video that they recorded themselves, do y'all know that they would not get charged with watching child porn? So this is a First Amendment right. Children should be able to, in my opinion, children should be able to watch sexual content, because we allow children to be involved in sexual conduct. He say teens want to be grown so badly. But listen, it's a natural human thing to want to and to do it. We can't I don't think that we should deem sex as a adult act when teens do it and is allowed to do it. Not only what we may think morally, it's legal. Right? They can listen to Glorilla and Sexy Red though. Yes. They can watch murders. They can watch crime. They can watch all of this on the internet. And we're fine. There is no age verification of being on Twitter where they show corn at. You get to be a minor on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me. I know that they try to cover up sexual things like on TikTok and let's say Instagram, but a whole bunch of things get by. We got moose knuckles on Instagram, but we will not classify that as adult content. But that y'all know that they classify it as nudity if you make a thumbnail. Girls can be on YT and showing their moose knuckles. And I mean the big plump moose knuckles, the way you see the crease in between and everything. They can shake their rumps and all that hell. They damn near can be naked on YT. But if you make a thumbnail with a moose knuckle, they'll take it down. Ask me how I know. The videos that I did yesterday about the Botox vaginas and stuff like that right now. The first thumbnail I put up was a darker skinned sister and a lighter skinned sister and showing their moose knuckle. But if you want to see the image that I put up, it's on the website. So you can see it over there. Just basically to show you that thumbnail got taken down by YT for nudity. But you can play videos of them just like that and it's not considered nudity. Just a still photo is nudity. Got it. So in my mind, this is a violation of your First Amendment rights, right?
Requires providing a government-issued ID. Critics have argued it violates First Amendment rights.
First Amendment right. And what is your First Amendment anyway? I'd be forgetting. What is the First Amendment? The First Amendment to protect several fundamental freedoms, primarily focusing on religious liberty and freedom of expression. Damn. So that means corn falls under freedom of expression. Corn also be considered as art too. Remember? The freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got to put my government. I got to let y'all know what I'm doing. Although y'all already tracking and watching everything that I'm doing. But if you get my ID, you really can verify that it's me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Is we everywhere? At this moment, we are not everywhere. At this moment, we're not everywhere. We are going to be everywhere at 8 o'clock. We're going to be everywhere at 8 o'clock. Got something to show y'all tonight. Show enough do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that this right here is a problem. This is a problem, and we got to keep fighting for the freedom of speech. And I am not saying that we need to be fighting so children can be able to watch this stuff. All I'm trying to say and point out to you good educated people out here in these streets, it should not be classified as adult content because it's sex, the same thing that your children is doing, and it's legal for them to do. Yeah, but we don't think it through. We just be saying shit. It is what it is. Listen, it's 25 after the hour, 25 after the hour. Let's go ahead on and get in the buddy real quick. Do I want to play this one? Do I want to play that one? So I'm finna go ahead on and play this one right here. and put this up here on the thing. Damn it, we done been out and about. I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, we done got buddy. We done got buddy. We playing this here early. We playing it early, so I'm glad that y'all around here. Thumbs up, share, share, share. Here we go. Put that on up on the screen. The escapee, one of the 10. One of the 10. We got one more to go. So this is 9 who have been captured. We got one more who is freelancing around here. He is ducking and dodging us right now. But Anthony Massey, we got him.
Antoine Massey, one of the escaped inmates caught in the Holly Grove area just moments ago.
That's right. WGSU reporter Jonah Gilmore live right now on Strollitz in Holly Grove. Jonah, what can you tell us about the capture?
Well, Gina, Travis, I can tell you that several people who live in the neighborhood actually witnessed that scene. They said that it started like around 1 o'clock. They heard a big commotion outside, and when they came outside, they saw several unmarked vehicles with tinted windows. They saw several law enforcement agents with guns on. Some people said big guns and shields drawn. But we do know that the capture happened here in the 9400 block of Strollitz here in Holly Grove. When we got here on scene, WDSU was the first news outlet here on scene. We saw several vehicles that were in this parking lot area right here.
Ain't that where Lil Wayne from when he say Holly Grove Classic? It's something like that right there. Shout out to Big J Boogie for the $5 cash app. Say, I'm going to have to put you on my taxes, player. Check your cash app. I appreciate that right there, for real, though.
If you will, we saw about maybe 7 or 8 unmarked vehicles. We saw several law enforcement agents going in and out of the house. I can tell you there was also a K-9 unit here on scene. And we did manage to speak with some neighbors off camera in the neighborhood, telling us about what they actually saw. One lady actually witnessing, providing us with some video that we're going to show a little later. But we do know that Antoine Massey has been arrested 6 weeks to the date he escaped from the Orleans Parish Justice Center. Again, that scene now is clear, but we can confirm that. One interesting thing also, neighbors tell me that the homeowner was actually here this morning cutting the grass. They also tell us that the home that you see in the distance is actually 2 units, so it's unclear on what unit Massie probably was in, whether that be the front or the back, but we can tell you that that scene was here in the 9400 block of Strollitz here, and we will be out here throughout the evening speaking with neighbors, trying to get more information about what they saw, get their first-hand accounts, to bring you that live on air and online. Reporting live in New Orleans, Jonah Gilmore, WDSU News.
I wonder who he was staying with, who he was laid up with. Which one of his little la-las he was laid up with? Which one of the family members that he was laid up with? Which person is deciding to go ahead on and throw their whole life away? Who was that?
All right, Jordan, we'll get back to you in a second. The U.S. Marshals made this capture. That group obviously working for the last several hours. Joining us now is Brian Fair with the U.S. Marshals Office.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for your time this afternoon. Can you kind of walk us through how this capture happened? I guess you guys, we certainly know you have had several tips that you've been following up on. If you could give us more about this capture.
Yeah, so first, it was more than the U.S. Marshals working today. It was a joint agency effort today with the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office, the New Orleans Police Department, Louisiana State Police, Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office, HSI, and the U.S. Marshal Service were all involved in today's arrest. The arrest is based on critical support from Crimestoppers G&O. They provided information today that was followed up on by this joint effort that led to Mr. Massey's arrest.
You would think to yourself, players out here with tattoos in their face, they would not be able to prosper out here in these streets. They would not be able to get a wholesome woman out here in these streets, a loving, a voluptuous. Well, no, that's kind of like big. A virtuous woman, but they tend to get them and then become daddies. They be having babies by these great women, educated women. Sure no do.
And Brian, let me ask you this, $50,000 reward. I'm assuming somebody's going to collect that if it was a Crimestopper tip, but does big money mean good tips like this?
I mean, this was a good tip. I would think someone may collect money on this. I can't confirm that, but Crimestoppers did provide support on this on this arrest today.
I know it's still early. Is it your thought that he has been within city limits the whole time? Holly Grove, in the 17th Ward, just around town this entire 6 weeks?
Don't know at this time. That's going to have to get looked into more to see where he's been traveling to, if he was in town, out of town. It's quite possible he left town and came back. That's all stuff that's going to require follow-up work.
And how serious will you all, as well as NOPD and state police, take any accomplices? Because clearly one would have to believe that if he was moving around the city, I know that he was allegedly spotted at different locations in recent weeks, but if he was clearly moving around the city and getting help, how serious are you all going to take that?
I think you've seen in the past few weeks how serious they're taking it. There have been several people that have been put in jail over this matter. So if people are found to have aided him in any way, they may be charged by either Louisiana State Police, the Attorney General's office, or another agency.
And before we let you go, as far as we know, he was captured without incident. Did he surrender or come out of a home, or did y'all have to go in and get him? Is there any kind of other detail you can give us about how the capture was executed?
That would be follow-up from the there's going to be a press conference put on by the New Orleans Police Department, I believe at 5 or 5:30. They would probably have the details of that.
It's 5:30, Brian. We are going to carry it and stream it live here for everybody. But I hate to pivot off of what's a positive here for your office, but Derek Groves, he is the lone escaped inmate at this time who is still at large. Are you all getting good tips or critical information about him now?
We are still receiving tips. Obviously, it's 6 weeks plus into the investigation. So
you say Antoine, he probably just bought them new J's too.
The tips aren't there's tips every day, but they're not as many as we received in the beginning, and we're still following up on all of them and still working tirelessly to get Mr. Groves arrested.
But then we also have to think and we have to consider, which I hope the people at the prison that he go back to, I hope that they think and I hope that they consider not abusing Massie. I hope that they remember the video that was put out. I hope that they remember there's some things going on at the prison. So I hope that they don't put themselves in a situation to where they're going to make Massie be correct in his video. All
right, Brian Fair, U.S. Marshals. We look forward to the press conference coming up at 5:30. Just for everyone watching, we will stream that live on WDSU.com and on all.
Because there's some things that goes on behind bars a lot of times that the public don't know. But then like a lot of inmates, they will come out and say something as far as, hey, this happened to me while I was in there, and or I know people that this is happening to. And the crazy part is you civilians, you won't believe, you will not believe what the inmates say in public, because for some reason when people get convicted or something and go to prison, y'all automatically be believing that they is absolutely guilty of the crime that they have been accused of, when, like I've been trying to tell y'all, a lot of times people is really not guilty. People just can't beat the case, so they accept the plea. I know, but if it were me, I wouldn't have said nothing. You not finna do. Yeah, but when they coming at you 25, or listen, you can sweep it under the door for 3 years. You're gonna take them little 3 years. You're gonna take them little 3 years. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna take the little 3 years. A lot of y'all, well, a few of y'all will try to go ahead on and fight it. Go ahead on and take it to the door, and the door gonna be 25 years. You know, when you mess around and lose. I'm just saying, so we have a problem. We have a problem with believing inmates. And that is sad. I'm trying to see, hold up. They did some type of a press conference.
Hey everyone, we are very pleased to announce that we now have Antoine Massey, one of the escapees, in custody. And I want to thank our partners we have been a team this whole time. But Antoine Massey was taken in custody in the city of New Orleans in the 3rd District. He was actually walked out of a home peacefully at 94.
It's not me, it's the sound is coming through one ear, so they is recording in mono instead of stereo. It's not my fault.
14 strollets. and he peacefully gave up to law enforcement who had surrounded the house. I'm going to have the sheriff at the end speak to the event because it is the sheriff herself who got the tip from a citizen. And
Sheriff got the tip. Is it me or do it look like her in the back? She used to be like a baddie or something like that, though. Is it me though? Huh? I'm just asking.
that alone speaks volumes to her legitimacy of relationships that matter. So when the community believes and trusts their police departments and their law enforcement agencies, they work cooperatively. And so she will speak directly to that situation. I want to thank all of our partners who are present because truly they were all out there as a team. So from ATF to FBI
we give all the
to our
thanks.
own
We
police
got that.
department, our violent offender warrant squad, our own violent crimes
Trying to see, 'cause I ain't watched none of this,
It's a
so.
specialty team that we call VCAT.
We can see what he's gonna say.
Everyone has really given an incredible amount of resources. It's through our resilience and more importantly, our collaboration is why we were able to bring Mr. Massey into custody today. But let's not lose sight,
She used to
one
be in the
still
strip
remains
club.
Derrick
Wow.
Rhodes. And without the public's help, I appeal to everyone to please reach out, contact Crimestoppers, contact the ATF or the FBI.
All right,
The collective reward remains at $50,000 for that fugitive. And it's imperative for the safety of this community and all of Louisiana that you reach out to us. Those who have continued to
There
help.
is a reward for the last one. It's another 50,000.
Help and aid, which includes Antoine Massey, those will also be brought to justice. As I've said previously, there are consequences for your actions.
Okay.
And when you help and aid and assist those to remain at large
gonna say
as a
that.
risk to the
Yes,
community,
yeah.
you will be charged accordingly.
You will be charged.
We look-
Here we go.
We
Next one.
bring girls to custody too. Thank you.
Special agent. Let's see how she sound.
Okay, good afternoon. I am grateful to stand here with our law enforcement partners. Chief Kirkpatrick and I shared a moment this afternoon when she called me to talk about the press conference.
Oh, she done shaved the side of her head. And shout out baby out for having a reel. She shaved it on the side. Oh, she might be our LGBT sister.
Just about the relief about having Antoine Massey into custody. 9 of 10 escapees, we've got one more to go.
One more.
Like all of our law enforcement partners, I call on Derrick Rhodes to do the right thing and turn himself in. This is a major step forward in our efforts to restore order and accountability after this serious incident. I want to thank our community for reaching out to me personally to provide the information directly leading to Antoine Massey's capture.
So they called her. They reached out to her. That's what's up. So she got the superhero phone call, like he's going around there and get him now. Go around there and get him. So she got the call like Batman. Go ahead.
As soon as I received this information, I reached out to our detectives who are liaison to the state police, the Attorney General, the NOPD, and the United States Marshals Task Force. They've set the actions in motion, which led to his capture. I want to send my deepest gratitude to all of the folks up here.
You say Willie like her. She looked like she was like a hottie back in school. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm just compartmentalizing. Go ahead.
And our partners up here. I have to give a special thanks to our deputies, of course.
Like she
who
played basketball at school or
coordinated
something.
and worked together to make this happen. But we're grateful to this community, as both Chief and the Colonel both said. Together, we made this happen, and I'm grateful.
Send them to Angola.
I also want our community to know that OPSO continues to harden and modernize the facility.
All that shit.
That is well underway. We're installing new razor wire, tightening physical barriers, upgrading locking mechanisms. These all play an important role in the safety of our residents, staff, and the entire community.
Oh, she was the one who was doing the interviews when they first had them broke out, and she took the blame for it. All right, cool. Yeah, because this was on her watch. Yeah, so that's probably why, yeah. Let's call her. Let's try to redeem her for everything happening under her watch. You say she wore boxer briefs. Got to be okay. That baby hooping out there, and he's screaming, 3 bitches, 3 killing y'all on the crossover. Go ahead.
These are just the first steps in a very urgent plan. And we can't do it alone, and we call on all of our partners to help make sure that the investment needed here is done. So again, thank you all for your hard work and your partnership, and we look forward to getting Mr. Groves in custody.
That's what's up, baby. You done bounced back. Now. You had to fire some people. You took a little hit, but we got it right in the end, you know? Fall short of glory sometimes. We got to work on this. Sister, listen, baby, you can't be in the front. You can't be in the front without working on it. There's a difference now. If you're working on it right now, then all right. But you just can't be out here and not working on it, baby. And who the hell put them colors together? Damn it, who be trying to tell, who tell our lie to you sisters that the colors be working? Do y'all know what's crazy? That if a dog hue person was to dress how she dressed, they would get picked at? You get picked at in the community if y'all dress like she dressed. But they don't get picked at. A lot of you folks don't pick at one another because they're not matching. We have a real matching issue. I don't give a damn how broke we is, man. We can be homeless if we still matching out here in these streets, huh? I'm just saying something. You say, Willie, they need to stop saying they got me. Saying they got me. I stayed free. You stay in the free world. You stay in the free world. Bam.
Sorry,
Here we go.
Here, I'm short.
Body thing.
So in the Holly Grove area, we were able to talk to the owner of the property who said it was an Airbnb. Do we know at this point, was he assisted in renting that Airbnb?
Oh, it was an Airbnb property. Go ahead.
So let's have the colonel speak to that.
So right now, obviously, we're still questioning Mr. Massey and others who were aiding and assisting him, and we don't have any comment regarding specific details, but it's pretty obvious over the last 6 weeks to remain a fugitive that long. He had assistance, he had help. Whether or not it was someone helped him with the Airbnb, we would have to think yes, but who and all those things will be determined later. And I would just encourage the public. You think you're helping your family members and your friends, but you're not. You're putting everyone else at risk for selfish reasons, and please.
Yeah, I'm snitching for 50. I ain't snitching. I'm telling for 50. Listen, somebody got to get the paper. Somebody got to get this paper. You say, I bet she married and getting meat, though. Well, no. Now, listen. You can be Mitch Mac and have a whole relationship out here in these streets with multiple children. You know what I'm saying? I am just trying to point out that if she would dog you, oh, hell no. We don't accept that in the community. You say those are complimentary. They complimentary colors. Say she matched. That's what's up.
Do not continue to do that with our remaining fugitive, Derek Groves, and those who assisted Mr. Massey will have consequences for their actions.
Hey, right. I just saw this right here. Say y'all still paying attention to wrinkles. Facts. Listen, I wish I would wear a pair of pants that ain't got a crease down the middle. You know I'm old school. You know what I'm saying?
Can y'all take us through the timeline of how long the West from?
Yeah, they be Mitch Mac. Is that how it's supposed to be said? Mitch Macking. Just not coordinated. Go ahead.
When you got the tip, so when he was recaptured?
Okay, so I think it's your...
I don't understand the question.
Can y'all take us through the timeline of how long it was from when you got the tip to when he was recaptured?
Timeline.
So I think, Sheriff, if you can do the timeline and then Chief Gantier, because it occurred in our city, obviously, so please go ahead and explain how you got the tip.
I'm not going to get into the details of how I got it, because of course we don't. This is we're grateful to our partners at Crimestoppers.
Mismatch. Oh, it sounded like I said Mitch Mac. Hell, I said Mitch Mac. That is what I said. Now that I hear it back and say it back to myself, it's miss, like M-I-S. Mismatch. Go ahead.
Where you can be anonymous in being able to come forward. But this all started between 10 and 11 this morning, culminating in his arrest at 3:30.
Go ahead, Chief.
So as far as the special operations and the U.S. Marshals, I happened to be at the Special Operations Division complex when they were getting ready to move to that location. So I would say it took no more than an hour from them being activated to his capture.
Channel 6.
With Derek Rose still at large and all the other inmates captured, does it still indicate that Rose orchestrator was the ringleader of the original escape?
I would just say that Groves, along with the other 9, all had help. And we know that, and they continue to have help. And we'll just leave it at that. As far as who was the leader in the escape, I think they all 10 wanted to get out on their own. And they would do anything to get out. And whatever that led to is where we are today. But once again, every one of them had some type of assistance throughout the process.
Everybody had assistance, and he is not going to put on, there was a leader that told them, listen, we finna go ahead on the lead. Hell no, they all want to lead. They came up with a plan and asked, hell, who want to go? Buy a ticket now. The train leaving in a few. You know what I'm saying? So I like what he just said right there. You say we've been saying Mitch Mac since ancestors. I'm in agreement with that right there. Listen.
Especially once they left the facility.
It just sounded like that's what it said. Mitch Mac instead of mismatch. I don't know.
Where's Groves? Do we have a lead on?
Say this is complementary colors. I like that right there. Got it.
Location now, do we have at least a target on him, or is it a shot in the dark at this point?
Look, just as we said in previous conferences, we have many investigative tools and technology and a lot of leads that come in. All the tips that the public brings to us are investigated to the fullest. Sometimes we think we're incredibly close, and then we get to a residence, an apartment, a condominium, or a home, and they've just moved because they have help. We're still confident, just as we were about 2 or 3 weeks ago when we had a conference when we were at 8, and we went from 5 and then 3 on, it was Memorial Day, if y'all recall, 1 in Baton Rouge and 2 in Texas. We still believe today that we will find these, and it's due to the resilience of law enforcement. It's a lot of good police work coupled with investigative tools and technology and the state-of-the-art equipment that we use to help us. And, we can't do it alone. We need the court's help. I failed to mention earlier, our Eastern District of Louisiana, our U.S. Attorney's Office is very helpful to us, as well as all our judicial districts in and around the state.
All right. Like, you say, I bet she got a stud daughter. She just might to each his own. The kids follow, the kids watch what we do as adults. Shout out to Landon for the $1 cash app. Say, if your brother was on the run, would you help? Yes. Yes, I help. Get that reward money. Yeah, damn right I'm going to help get that reward money. Listen. My brother going to get caught. He just going to get caught. I'm not getting a felony. I am getting the bag. Believe in me, I'm getting the bag. Because he going to need some help. He going to need some commissary money. And hell, the way that my checking and savings is set up, I can't do commissary on my own for 10, 15 years. I can't be digging into my Social Security. I can't dig into my SSI at all.
They provide us the assistance and grant and honor our requests for state or federal warrants, which helps further these cases. They take time, they take patience, and we just ask the public to continue to trust law enforcement, and that we will eventually locate Mr. Groves.
I didn't know that right there. You say just like red and green go together. Red and green go together, though? I never knew that. Pink and aqua green go together, too. I promise you, I've never known that because I've never seen it. I promise. Red and green. Listen. I've seen the colors red and green together, but they match the colors. Like a red shirt, some red shoes, and green short pants, something like that right there. That's matching. But just a red and green and nothing, like it ain't going to nothing. A lot of times, they be like red, green, and some blue shoes or something. I be like, that shit don't go together. Like, it just ain't got a match to it. Like, we got to match these doggone colors. Now, if they go like red and green and they got on black shoes, hey, all right. Okay, I'm guessing that the black is neutral. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, damn it, the red need to match with like another red, or the green need to match with another green. It's just something about that right there. They said that's the Xmas colors, Christmas.
Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate it.
I have one more question.
Okay, we'll wrap it up.
Did the tip come
You
directly
say that's the Mexico colors?
to the sheriff, or did it come through Crimestoppers? I'm sorry, can you just clarify that a little bit?
Yeah, it came directly to me.
Okay, so did they just like call you up?
I'm not going to give any information about that.
Did they just call you up? Like, did they hit you on your personal phone? The office phone or something? Did they dispatch you? Did they hit you on the radio? How did they contact you, baby? Did they text message? Did they hit you on your beeper? Did they hit you on your pager? Let us know.
$50,000.
Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, she said something about that goddamn money. Say something about that money. Here we go.
Did they just like call you up?
I'm not going to give any information about that.
$50,000.
I'm sorry.
Did they get the $50,000?
I'm not involved in.
Look, just so everybody
You're not involved in the money?
understands, the reward remains $50,000. Of course, it's a combination through Crimestoppers, through ATF and FBI. And certainly if they reach out to one of those hotlines, those tip lines, they are eligible for that reward. But I don't want to go into the details. I don't think we just standing right there outside the residence and handing out a check. It remains anonymous. The Crimestoppers does an incredible job. Darlene and her team and all those who take the calls round the clock. And it is available. I don't know, the process, but I'm certain in days to come, if they get called Crimestoppers, but I'm gonna leave it to Darlene. Come on.
Darlene, you could.
Listen, y'all got to be careful how y'all speak about this right here. Y'all saying that damn it, I forgot the one word that he used, that they are eligible for the reward. You got to be careful how you speak now with the eligibility, because to my belief, if you call the number and it leads to a arrest and a conviction, which if they called Lil Mama and y'all was able to arrest because of that call, we know he gonna get convicted because he's an escapee. There's nowhere around him getting convicted because he was already in jail anyway. So that person met the standard to record the 50,000. Because if y'all saying this thing any way else to it stops people and be like, whoa. So y'all not gonna pay the money? Like I had told y'all earlier, the way that our checking and savings account is connected, it may be a few days. Lay around for it though. Damn it, we're gonna try to get at you before the 4th of July or something.
And you share the number with people because we are vetting every tip through Crimestoppers. And it's about how many now?
We've had over probably now 1,200 original tips and several thousand that are follow-ups. And I can only speak to the fact that we did receive a tip today, which I understood led to the arrest of Mr. Massey. So we'll be working with our partners, the U.S. Marshals, and on the Crimestoppers portion. And if that is the qualifying tip, again, our tips are anonymous, so we don't know who they might have spoke to or where they came from. It is an anonymous tip, and we don't ask those questions.
So if we're dealing with the anonymous tips, there have to be some type of way to categorize the anonymous tips, and you all will have to give that anonymous tipster some type of number to categorize or catalog that person, so you all would be able to give the right person the reward. It got to be some type of setup. You say the new black lottery.
As far as the FBI's reward process, we will certainly point them to that direction so that they can then work through that process for the additional $20,000.
Cause y'all got my phone number after I had done called. You know what I'm saying? Remember me?
And it's the number, it's 822-1111, or go online to crimestoppersgno.org. And yes, we encourage anyone with information on Mr. Groves. Y'all have been calling. We're getting tips daily on the two inmates. Continue.
You say anonymous equals caller ID though. Listen, I told y'all can show my number. I just give everybody my goddamn number then. You know what I'm saying? It was me.
And thank you to law enforcement. Incredible work.
$50,000 is life-changing.
Yes.
For a lot of people, it'd be life-changing for me.
Yes.
So let's.
And you probably get paid $200, $250. You probably got about $200, $100,000 in debt, not including the house. You know how we be out here stunned with that paper. Though. Go ahead.
Make sure that people understand that. You have information that leads to an arrest like today. That's $50,000 minimum.
And this is why we have to boost and bolster up the doggone the Crimestoppers thing. We have to boost up the reward thing so other people can be like, oh, snap, so they is going to pay out. Hell yeah, we going to pay out. So as soon as we get that money together.
We've already committed to, okay?
Yeah, can you speak a little bit more to those Instagram posts that Massie allegedly made? You know, is that him making the post? Is that someone else? Will those lead to any arrests?
You know, go ahead and speak to it. It's still under investigation.
Look, we have a lot of posts, a lot of social media, as y'all know, and some things are dated. Everything that we see online, our Fusion Center, our law enforcement partners, it's vetted, it's collaborated. But keep in mind, by the time you see it, someone else has already seen it. You don't know the exact time and date. You don't, but we do. And so just like when they move from home to home or neighborhood to neighborhood throughout the city or throughout the state, they're constantly moving. So it's actionable intelligence, and it's only good for a short amount of time. So to answer your question, we confirm all of the social media posts, regardless of the platform. We utilize that as an investigative lead, and then if we can move further that, we do. And I think sometimes it helps us, but sometimes it really just excites the public, and maybe it's a good piece for you all. But I just want to close with this. I know it's going to be asked, but I'll go ahead and voice it to you all. Mr. Massey, once we finish processing him and bringing him back to the Orleans Parish Jail and doing the booking, he will be relocated to the Angola, to our state prison, and it will be flown there sometime later this evening. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out.
Thank y'all. Appreciate that right there, man. Got to be more careful. We done made it through. We got him. We looking good. We're looking good. Shout out to Jay for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Shout out to Roshan. For the $1 cash app. They say they assign numbers to the tipsters and an account. Oh, really? See, I knew it had to be something. It had to be something so we can be able to get the process rolling really, really quick. Because listen. At a time like this, if they do not pay out before, well, damn it, we can't say that they need to pay out before because it has to lead to a conviction. But like I was saying, there's no way he would not be convicted because he's an escapee. He's an escapee. So I'm guessing that standard don't have to be reached. Is that a standard? I don't think that little line, I don't think that you have to meet that requirement. Requirement is what I'm trying to find. I don't think that you would have to reach that requirement because he's already an escapee. So, hell, that's a conviction in itself. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, move right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. I got to go ahead on and put this right here up because we about to be live everywhere. And I always, now what I like to do, I like to show you good people. Hold on. Got to be more careful. I like to show you good people how we going to end the show. We're going to put that up on the screen like that right there. This is what we're going to end the show with. Hold on, let me see if it's showing right. This is what we're going to end the show with, and let me go ahead on and open us up. I got to open us up everywhere. We can be everywhere. Links is in the description. And thank everybody for being around here on this wonderful SCD Friday, man. I really do appreciate y'all. Going to put me back up on the screen really quick. Damn, there I go. Boom, boom. There I go. That's what's up. We had 188. Excuse me. We had 188 thumbs up with likes. Thumbs up and like is pretty much the same thing. I need the support, man. Like that's really all I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen. We got some updates. We have a update, and then I'm gonna do some because we talked about some yesterday. But this is not an update right here, and I do believe that this is. I don't know what state this is in. But let me go and put it up on the screen. We have a camp counselor. camp counselors. Y'all know when we go to talk about counselors and teachers. Camp counselor is accused of molesting a child at the day camp.
The investigation into 21-year-old Malik Poole began Wednesday after a child claimed inappropriate contact that day with an adult counselor. I'm News 6's Mike Valenti in Maitland, where that allegation has resulted in a serious criminal charge brought forth against Poole.
Next, I've got Malik Poole.
Now a former counselor at the camp Discover After School, Poole is charged with lewd or lascivious molestation of a victim less than 12 years of age. The gravity of the alleged crime reflected in Poole's first appearance before a judge Friday.
Defense, I'm going to stay the bond at none because it's a enumerated offense. It being a life felony, I'm going to set this for a pretrial detention hearing.
Discover After School operates at Domerick Elementary, renting the facility from Orange County Public Schools. The details surrounding Poole's alleged conduct are murky. His arrest affidavit does not give us much information, but we do know, according to Maitland Police, that this is an ongoing investigation being coordinated with the Florida Department of Children and Families and OCPS to ensure the well-being of all children attending the camp. We did reach out to OCPS because, after all, this is their property that they're renting to Discover After School. We have yet to hear back from the district. Now, as for Discover After School, they did not want to comment on the case, but they did confirm for us that Poole has been fired from the program.
Okay.
From Maitland.
He fired.
News 6.
Feeling on the churn. That what they out here saying. Watch your people, watch your kids. Ask your children when they come from like the little day camps and stuff like that right there. Anybody done felt on you? Anybody did something that I told you that they not supposed to be able to do? Did anybody threaten you? That's something that we don't ask the kids. Did anybody threaten you after they done something to you or they tried to do to you? Did they threaten that they was going to kill your mama and or your daddy? Did they say something fly like that to you? See, a lot of times when we don't ask these questions, children would just not admit to stuff. They will just not admit to stuff. So we got to help them. We have to help them because, you know, they don't want anything to happen to their parents. So we have to let them know, man, ain't nothing going to happen to me. This ain't going to do nothing to me. You know, we got to be talking slick like that right there so we can seem like we is the strongest, you know. We stronger than the people who just had done threatened you, you know. So tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Daddy gonna handle it. Daddy gonna handle it. They're trying to tell you something. We got domestic love at its finest. We have a domestic love situation. We have a Miami-Dade deputy who has now been granted bond after a domestic love arrest. I can't believe it. Times is changing.
After Miami-Dade Sheriff's deputy is arrested in Broward.
And this morning he faced a judge. Local 10's Roy Ramos joins us live with what happened in court. Roy.
Well, that deputy has since been relieved of duty, but the details of this case just very disturbing. Ultimately, it was a witness, a neighbor, who ended up calling 911 as he allegedly watched this victim beaten and dragged across the ground.
Not mine, it been.
All right, Mr. Chester, good morning, sir.
28-year-old Terrence Dion Chester faced a Broward County judge Friday, a day after investigators said the Miami-Dade Sheriff deputy was arrested following a domestic violence incident at his Pompano Beach home.
You're charged with 1 count kidnapping, inflicting bodily harm, or terrorizing a victim. Touch or strike battery, domestic violence, and improper exhibition of a firearm or dangerous weapon.
In court, we learned the alleged incident all stemmed from an argument Chester was having with the mother of their 2-year-old son, an argument that turned violent where a witness is heard calling 911.
Got into a little argument with a little baby mama.
There's a woman being beat on somebody and he has a gun. I don't know if that's her boyfriend or what, but she won't be let go. Beat on, is that correct? Yes, ma'am.
In the arrest report we obtained,
You say, I saw somebody arguing. I don't know if it's her boyfriend or what. Watch it.
States Chester punched the victim in the head, pulled her hair, all while he held a loaded gun in his hand.
And just confirming, you do see the gun, is that correct? Yeah, he pulled it out on me.
Stop. And to be correct, you saw the gun, right? Yes. He pulled it out on me. So what this tells me that you wasn't minding your own goddamn business. You trying to save a bit. You trying to save a bit. And let me explain it to you. Guess who she gonna remain in a relationship with? The officer.
Yes, ma'am.
In the arrest report we obtained, it states Chester punched the victim in the head.
You say his right hand, uses his right hand to punch her in the head, the blank to grab the victim by the back of her head while he blank right hand to her face. Still with the victim's head, the victim against a fence and again punches her in the blank. Defendant continues to grab the victim by her hair, I guess at the apartment. In another video, the victim is sitting on something, and her neighbors, the defendant, is seen using both of, I'm guessing, the victim up of the ground from behind her. I guess picking her up off the ground from behind her as the blank up the victim is seen in clear distraught as she something.
Pulled her hair, all while he held a loaded gun in his hand.
And just confirming, you do see the gun, is that correct? Yeah, he pulled it out on me.
He tried to run up. Stop, don't hit her no more, man. Pull that fire. I'm just saying, though, dog, you don't want to go to jail about it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's a great response. If you decide to be in somebody's business and you gonna tell a player what he cannot do with his little law. When he give your ass that chance, and this is the one chance that a player give you when he pointed at you, that's your one chance. That's when you say, dog, I am trying to not let you go to jail. I'm trying to help you not go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Listen. That is so fly. I just thought about that right there. When you're trying to save one of these bitches, turn it around. When the player go to getting active with you, turn around. No, dog, I just don't want to see you go to jail. Man, I don't give a damn what she had to do. Dog, I don't want to see you go. Another brother should not be going to jail. I hate to see a brother go to jail behind this shit, dog. I know how these hoes is. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I'm telling you, this is the best way to get on the player who just pulled the gun on you side. Man, I know how these bitches, dog. I used to have the same problem with my baby mama, dog. I'm trying to tell dog, just don't go to jail about this shit, dog. You know how them hoes gonna be. You know that, damn it, when the police get called, the hoe will tell it, she gonna do all that flat shit on you, dog. I'm trying to help you, man. Trying to save no bitch because he don't want to be saved. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen, boy. They pull that thing. They about to get active on you. Shout out to Swaggy D for the $2 cash shop. You say, was this Gene Deal? You say, was that Gene Deal? Gene Deal? Who the hell is Gene Deal? I probably did a story about Gene Deal. I just don't remember. They say that's why I keep the blinky on. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen, mind your business.
Witness called deputies when he said he watched as that woman was dragged back into the home where the two lived. We reached out to the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, the sheriff saying she was angered by the arrest on the domestic-related charges, saying in part, this conduct is completely unacceptable and stands in direct violation of our values and the law. I want to make it absolutely clear, no one is above the law. The safety and well-being of victims will always take priority, and any member of this agency who violates the trust of this community or their oath of service will be held fully accountable. The deputy is currently relieved of duty.
So you mean to tell me a player get fired about personal business? And this is one thing that I really don't like about the system. The shit I do in my personal life will affect whether I can do my job or not. Do y'all even understand that personal feelings can go way further than non-personal feelings, right? All right. Do you know that your little la-la can piss you off way more than a civilian in the streets can? Do you know that your man, your hubby, can piss you off more than one of them bitches on your job? So why is it what I do at my crib, now you telling me that I can't do on the job when the whole time I have been doing my damn job without a problem? And if y'all wouldn't have found out about this situation, I would have still been doing my damn job with no problem. Oh, Puffy Bodyguard. Yeah. This is crazy how they doing a player. So a player done lost a goddamn job. But listen, y'all, these women don't give a damn, though. These women don't give a damn. A lot of times these women will provoke the hell out of a man knowing that he gonna lose his job and lose every goddamn thing. And he be paying all the damn bills. You all be so goddamn slow. You all be slow that you all will provoke the man, put him in a situation to slap fire one of you hoes, and then knowing it's going to destroy the way he make the money and destroy the way that he's able to even take care of you. Basically, you setting up your own homelessness. Yeah. Yep.
And Chester was issued a $90,000 bond, a bond that he has already posted. When he is to walk out of jail, he will have to be fitted for a GPS ankle monitoring device.
But damn, he ain't no runner. Shout out to Swaggy Dig, or unless they don't want him to go around her. Shout out to Swaggy Dig for the $1 cash app. It say Gene Deal. Yes. I could not. Damn it, the name wasn't popping up right. Was Diddy Bodyguard doing all that damn talking? He do it. Damn it, they are similar, ain't it? Mm-hmm. You say, wait, bro, it's because it's domestic violence. He say he can't have one on his record being the officer. Oh, yeah. I know it. I know that's why. But I don't like it. I don't like the thing that, okay, because I have a domestic issue at the crib, though, that I can't do my goddamn job. But I do understand, of course, you cannot have it on your record. I get it. It's the same thing with owning a firearm. I understand it. I just don't like it. Because I don't like when they say that because of this, you can't do your damn job, when I was doing my job before this. And I didn't do it to anybody on the outside of my home. So what I did was personal. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Moving right along, I ain't gonna eat much on you. And listen, I can almost guarantee that they're gonna stay together. Almost gonna guarantee they gonna stay together. And now he gotta work security. Mm-hmm. And now he can't buy them big bags no more. He can't help her getting her for her to be in the Mercedes. But women don't think it through. They really, really don't. They just really want to be right. They want to be right. They want to be loud, and they want to be right. Yep. Moving right along. I ain't going to eat much on you. Yesterday. Now, for those of you who didn't stay to the end of the show yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah. You all didn't stay to the end of the show yesterday. We talked about something that we did not talk about on YT. Okay? But now we're going to talk about it here because I'm just now seeing the community rage and the community, how much the community was upset. I didn't know, but listen, I didn't know how much the community was upset about the Baltimore police officer shooting a black man. I did not see the community respond to this. I didn't see it. But for some reason, the videos just popped up out of nowhere. I guess it just was meant for me to say something about it. And I said what's normally said. He didn't have to shoot him. He killed my people for nothing. He wasn't even doing nothing. He just got shot. Now, mind you, I am finna show y'all video because they finna show video of people responding to the situation before the body cam came out. Y'all, we got to do better. We got to do better. We just be saying shit and do not have the information. So I have one from 4 days ago, which I'm going to do that second. I got the one from 6 days ago, which is further back before they presented the body cam. And this right here say, the community demands answers. Community demands answers after a West Baltimore A-rabber. I've never heard this term before, but they is going to explain what an A-rabber is, but I don't know if it's in this video or the next video, so I'm just going to look it up. What is a A-rabber? An A-rabber is a street vendor. A street vendor, particularly in Baltimore, who sells fruits and vegetables from a horse-drawn cart. A horse-drawn cart like you see on the screen right here. So this is an A-rabber. I didn't know that. I thought that it was like one of our Arab brothers and sisters, something like that right there. But so he's not an Arab. He's black, but he's an Arabber. Here we go. Watch the community.
We're following at 11 the rally a little bit earlier tonight in West Baltimore, where hundreds came out in support of Bilal Abdullah Jr. A little bit earlier today, the State Attorney General's office identified those 3 officers involved in Tuesday night shooting, all veterans of BPD. For the past few days, this incident has prompted the demand for answers and many waiting for police to release that body camera footage now. Tara Lynch joining us in studio tonight. And Tanara, this rally happened at the city's Police Accountability Board, also was holding an emergency meeting tonight.
Rick, an emergency meeting like this, one held earlier this evening, is very rare, but was held because of the outrage expressed by neighbors in the Upton neighborhood. And those neighbors demanding justice and answers in Bilal Abdullah's death as the Fraternal Order of Police stands by its officers.
That's a good thing to do, to say that's why I'm not quick to be offended anymore. Got to ask questions first. Man, I'm glad I learned that so long ago. For real, that's the best thing that we can do, especially as dog you folk.
Baltimore City Police, we look to them to support and protect us. And they took my brother away.
Neighbors rallied in Upton Friday night demanding answers after 36-year-old Bilal Abdullah Jr. was shot and killed by Baltimore City Police.
She said they took my brother away. Got it.
He was a well-known Arabber in the area and a beloved community member. According to the preliminary report from the Office of the Attorney General, a firearm went off as officers were trying to approach Abdullah in the Upton neighborhood Tuesday night. A veteran police officer was shot in the foot. Moments later, investigators then say Abdullah pointed a gun at 3 officers who then began shooting. Abdullah was shot and later died. His sister says she will continue demanding answers.
We want justice. Those officers knew what they wanted to do.
The officers knew what they wanted to do, but as y'all know, because we did this last night, that the officers knew what they wanted to do. Our brother had a gun, though.
They knew it. And we just want justice.
Look around. All of this love out here. This right here is the sum of this man's life.
You say stop lying, that ain't your brother.
Meanwhile, the Police Accountability Board held a rare emergency meeting over Zoom. It says it's investigated 17 complaints in the Upton neighborhood last year, and it's expecting another complaint to be filed in this case.
Do y'all understand how fast they able to put these poster boards up and the protesting signs and all that stuff together? They do that shit real quick, don't they?
It's calling for more independent investigative power.
We would like the ability to question more folks, to be able to subpoena folks, to be able to gather more information.
The community is still shocked and searching for answers.
We have to stand together, and we have to show solidarity, and we have to begin this long path of learning to work together so we can meaningfully resolve these kinds of problems in our society.
The truth reveals justice, and once the truth is revealed, justice will be served.
And while the community is calling for the officers to be held accountable, the Baltimore City Fraternal Order of Police said in a statement that Abdullah chose to escalate the situation by pulling out a gun and firing at police.
Good. I'm glad they wrote that statement.
The citizens of Baltimore need to decide whether they want law and order or chaos. Meanwhile,
I like it. The citizens of Baltimore need to decide whether they want law and order or chaos. Do y'all want to continue to support the shooters? Or do y'all want law and order around there, baby?
The Police Accountability Board says it hopes body camera video is released next week, but that, of course, remains up to BPD.
It's up to BPD. But remember, we played the body cam last night, so you good people was able to go ahead on and see it. For where we had to close off the show at. Y'all know I can't say where, but I'm talking about the R and the T. We was at the R and the T because we screaming everywhere. Links is down there in the description. Links in the description. Anyway, let's go to the next one.
He has obtained police body camera video of a deadly encounter between an Arabber and officers in West Baltimore. Police say Bilal Abdullah was armed and fired at officers before they fired more than 30 rounds at him. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren breaks down the new images tonight.
Abdullah's family has criticized the police response and demanded justice in this case.
A warning, some of the images you're about to see are disturbing. The video starts with 36-year-old Bilal B.J. Abdullah walking away from an officer who approached him after leaving a squad car. Police say Abdullah pulled a weapon from a crossbody bag, and it discharged while the responding officers all had their guns in holsters. BPD highlighted this image of him with the weapon after he falls to the ground.
I recognize that emotions are high and the loss of a cherished member of the community, and it's deeply felt.
Y'all took my brother!
Use of force is never a first resort for the officers.
From another view, you can see an officer run to Abdullah. At this point, both have their weapons out. We are not showing the moment when Abdullah was fatally shot.
Y'all police officers know what y'all came to do? Remember she had to say that flash shit? Yeah.
We are not showing the moment when Abdullah was fatally shot. And here's yet another view. Police say they fired 38 rounds outside the Upton Metro Station. Abdullah fired 3 rounds.
It's an open investigation and it's fluid. I think the officers did an exceptional job.
Police say whether officers identified themselves is still under investigation.
Yes, I did the story last night. I did it last night, but because I didn't see before I did the story, the community outrage. That's really what I was just showing, the community outrage. And then I want to show this for the people who did not see it last night.
They tell WJZ there is video from a private business showing Abdullah armed, which is why police responded here in the first place.
The information came directly to a police officer, somebody who had observed the displaying of the firearm and the aggression of the person, who then notified a police officer about that. That police officer reached out to the detectives because they were in the area.
Abdullah's sister has called for police to be held accountable. She spoke at a demonstration last week. Police say they showed the family the videos before releasing them to the public.
They showed the family. They showed the family. I wonder what they said after they seen the video.
And they took my brother away.
Oh, so they're not going to play it for us. Go ahead.
From me, my siblings, my mother is
So that is her brother.
hurting.
Her mama
We
hurt.
want justice.
Abdullah was an Arab and well known in the community. He sold fruits and vegetables from a horse-drawn carriage. Police say he was prohibited from owning a weapon, and they're still trying to trace his firearm.
Oh, he wasn't supposed to have a gun. Oh, so if he wasn't supposed to have a gun, then it also meant that he was a felon. Am I right? Did that fall under when you can't have a gun that you must be a felon?
The video also shows an upset crowd approaching the officers after the shooting. Police say that prevented them from getting aid to Abdullah after the initial shooting, but were eventually able to do so within 3 to 4 minutes.
What they did is exactly what we teach them to do. They stepped back, created space, and called for additional units.
One officer was shot in the foot. The commissioner says he is now out of the hospital. The 3 officers involved were placed on routine administrative leave. Mike Helgren, WJ.
Yeah, I just had to show you all that right there because before I forget to show it to you. I ain't gonna show it to you over the weekend because we ain't working on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to go on and give y'all a quick update to just show y'all what the community and how the community responded. But I told y'all how the community had them responded before I even saw how the community had them responded yesterday. I knew that they was like totally against law enforcement. I knew it. It's always the police fault. Before y'all even get to see the damn cameras, it's always y'all jump off the goddamn porch. The police wrong, the police wrong. And then y'all become real quiet when y'all realize or when y'all see the dog on tape. Y'all become real quiet. The crazy part is they never come back and apologize and or say the police did what they had to do. Why? Why they don't do that? Because they still hoping that they can get a lawsuit. Just in my mind, they still hoping they can get a lawsuit. Some kind of high, some kind of angle. Well, they wasn't even supposed to be bothering him anyway. They were violating his civil rights. They probably weren't even supposed to have done said nothing to him on the corner. So that's a violation of his civil rights, and we want 100 million. You know what I'm saying? This is possibly why they would not come out and say, I bad. Damn. Boy, y'all did what y'all had to do. Damn, he should have had that damn gun. He shouldn't have had that doggone gun. Moving right along, I ain't going to even much hold you. I ain't going to even hold you. We got a situation right here. And shout out to you sisters. Shout out to all you sisters who is what's that word that I may try to use right now? Shout out to all you sisters who love your sister. Shout out to you women who love other women, and I'm not talking about sexually, just you have the love for other women. You know, you care about their well-being and stuff, and or you care about a sibling's well-being, and it's your sister. Damn it, now why won't none of this show up? This is stupid. So not that one. That one. All right. Be more careful. We have an arson arrest. Not by a stranger. No, not by a stranger. A woman is charged with setting her sister's house on fire. Let me say that again. A woman is charged with setting her sister's house on fire and killing their mom and 2 children. That's what a sister had done did. Hold on. Yeah, let me. No, I ain't gonna grab it. Go ahead.
2 people are now under arrest in a connection with a deadly fire that killed a pregnant woman and her 2 young children. 2 others were hurt when the home went up in flames in Strawberry Mansion earlier this month. NBC 10's Miguel Martinez-Valle is live outside Temple Hospital, where one of the victims is recovering. Miguel.
Yeah, I just spoke on the phone with Sherry Jackson, and she's recovering here at Temple University Hospital after jumping out of the 2nd story of that home with a 2-year-old child in her arms to escape those flames. And she told me that one of the people arrested is her sister, that sister had threatened her to burn that home up and light that home on fire in the past because of a dispute they had over the property. And she's devastated that that dispute led to her daughter and her 2 grandchildren's death. 2 people arrested for the deadly Corley Street house fire. Police charged 67-year-old Charles Sumter and 44-year-old Flake Newell with multiple counts of murder. And
shout out to Flake. That's her name, Flake. Who is him?
Fire. Police charged 67-year-old Charles Sumter and 44-year-old Flake Newell.
Flake Newell. I don't care about Charles Sumter, but Flake Newell. Shout out to Roshan for the $1 cash app. Say the police need to demand justice from the citizens. Yeah, we need to go ahead on and start switching it up out here, man.
With multiple counts of murder and related offenses for the death of Ashley Thompson, who was 8 months pregnant, and her 2 young children.
I feel bad for them kids, and then she was pregnant on top of that, so I'm just glad they caught somebody for it.
A relief.
So, in these buildings, which I never liked these goddamn buildings, buildings that built like this right here, real close, and you can fit 1 car going down the damn street. I don't even know why y'all live like that, but this is how you grew up. She was in the house, 2 children, and pregnant again, living around here. Got to be more careful. Decisions.
I'm just glad they caught somebody for it.
A relief for neighbors who say the street hasn't been the same since the June 13th fire tore through the row home.
It's very depressing, and the street has had a very ominous vibe since everything happened.
Many leaving gifts outside the home, building a memorial for the victims, and praying for the recovery of those who managed to escape.
It was just horrific. I just heard somebody screaming when she jumped out the window, the lady, and she had the baby cradled in her arms. And the whole house just went up in flames.
I spoke to the woman who jumped, 54-year-old Sherry Jackson. She tells me Flake Newell is her sister and that the 2 had been fighting over the house for a year. She says Newell had threatened to burn the house with her in it and that she reported those threats, but that no one did anything about it until it was too late.
Damn.
Charles Sumter and Flake Newell now facing multiple counts of murder and related offenses for the deaths in the fire. I'll send it back to you. I'm Miguel Martinez-Valle, NBC 10 News.
So they've been arguing about this property. So in my mind, either she wanted to live at the property and or she was possibly on that good and wanted to sell the property so she can get some paper. Shout out to VA Truth for the $20 cash out. Say this is a thanks for you always promoting prostate health awareness. You say I had my prostate test and the colonoscopy done, and I'm clean and clear for the next 10 years. Thank you for supporting the health of black men every show. That's what I'm talking about, man. Thank you y'all for listening. Thank y'all for listening, man. I keep trying to tell y'all, Keep trying to tell y'all. It's best for us to at least know, or if we do have a problem, we can catch it early and take care of y'all. Prostate cancer is for real. Prostate cancer is for real. I know most of y'all men support breast cancer, which we really ain't gonna never get. We really ain't gonna never get, but we support breast cancer. Take care of yourselves. Put you first. I know society has taught us to not put us first. Put you first. You better come before everybody, even your kids. Y'all be good. Don't nobody come before my goddamn kid. Hi. Once you die, you dead. What you mean? Don't nobody come before your kids? Everything. Boy, stop. Shout out to we count money over here for the $1 cash out. You say gotta be ready to die about that motherfucking footage. I'm trying to tell you for real though. I like it. Here we go.
Newell with multiple counts of murder and related offenses for the death of Ashley Thompson, who was 8 months.
I do understand that you was comfortable with living in these places because you grew up living in these places. But I ain't grow up living in these places. So that's why I look at these places like I don't see how people could live in these places.
Pregnant and
but I do understand it is kind of similar to like a townhouse, but even the townhouses, let's say the townhouses in Florida. Watch this. The townhouses in Florida. You typically would never be able to walk up some stairs and go right into a door, and there's no covering over the door. And I mean from like rain and sun. Like there's no covers over the front doors. Our apartments don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Our townhomes don't work like that. Hold on. I am trying to find that wide view, like right here. Like you ain't just walking down the street and walking up some steps. Like you see, this one has a cover. This one has a cover over the door. This one has a cover over the door. I like the covers, but for the majority of these homes, they don't have a cover. They don't have a thing the way you step out in this rain and you can step out and just wait till the right time and then run. No, man. Shout out to Roshan for the $1 cash out. He said Montel Jordan has breast cancer, but that's on the rare though. That is really, really rare though. Men overall support breast cancer. The majority of men would never get breast cancer. The majority of men will get prostate cancer, though. The majority of men will get prostate cancer. We rarely get breast cancer. Well, let's not do that right there. What is the percentage of men that get breast cancer? In the United States of America, less than 1% of all breast cancer cases occur in men. So it's less than 1% that men, and I'm talking about all men, not just black men, all men will get breast cancer. What is the percentage of men who will get prostate cancer? Approximately 13% of men in the United States will be diagnosed with prostate cancer during their lifetime, according to the CDC. This means that out of every 100 American men, about 13 will be diagnosed with prostate cancer at some point. So we got a less than a 1% to a 13%. That's a huge difference. Huge difference. And it's just a shame that a lot more men will not support and speak about prostate cancer. That is sad to me. Really, really sad. But thank y'all for listening and taking heed, man. We got to get tested, y'all. We got to get tested. But anyway.
You say the street hasn't been the same since the June 13th fire tore through the row home.
It's very depressing, and the street has had like a very ominous vibe since everything happened.
Many leaving gifts outside the home, building a memorial for the victims, and praying for the recovery of those who managed to escape.
It was just horrific.
It's just horrific. Horrific. Sister on sister crime. Sister on sister crime about the place that they live in. Bitch, let's burn it up and get this insurance money. Now, here's the thing. Will the insurance pay out? Will the insurance pay out if the sister is also on the deed? If if the sister is also on the deed, like if the two sisters is on the deed, right? Let's say mama had done died and she left the house to the both of us, right? So, but hold on. So, if the home was left to them, it had to be put in writing so it could be left to both of them, because typically, if I'm not mistaken, if you die and you don't have a will and all of that stuff there, I think that your home and your belongings, I think that your eldest child get first dibs on it, if I'm not mistaken. And if that is the case, if the sister who was staying there was the oldest and she got first dibs, will the insurance company pay out knowing that kinfolk sought the fire? I'm guessing that they will. I am guessing that they will. They should go ahead on the payout. But it's just a question. It is just a question. You say you go into probate court for 6 weeks or months, and then after that, they are distributed to the family. Yep. And this is why having your things in order to prevent probate court. Get your stuff together. You say insurance don't pay out if the benefactor is involved in the crime. Well, that's right. Yep. If the benefactor is involved in the crime. So hopefully the sister who sought the shit on fire is not a part of the insurance. Say firstborn, first dibs. So sorry to my brother and sister. For real though. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. What do I have here? Let me do this one and then we can go ahead on over here. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead on and give you one more. Go ahead on and give you one more, and then we're gonna close out on YT. We gotta close out on YT and continue the show. We're gonna close out and continue the show. Links is down in the description if you would like to make it to the end of tonight's show. Links is in the description. I keep saying this shit for a reason. If y'all want to be a part of it, y'all know I can't say it. That's why I am pushing y'all to the links. Just go to the links and y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, to our Haitian brothers and sisters, gonna put this on up. South Florida reenacts the U.S. plan to revoke immigration status of Haitian migrants in September. In September, we're revoking it, meaning that it's safe for y'all to go back home.
We're also following more breaking news tonight. The Trump administration set to terminate the temporary protected status program for Haitian migrants. The Department of Homeland Security contends that conditions in Haiti have improved enough for them to return home.
The move would impact hundreds of thousands of people. CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero joins us tonight from Little Haiti.
Putting a dagger through the heart not only of individual immigrants, but of immigrant families.
The Department of Homeland Security says that TPS for Haitians will expire August 3rd, going into effect on September 2nd, a decision that comes as a shock to local Haitians.
But making the outrageous claim that conditions in Haiti are getting better. And this flies in the face of their own claims of why they put Haiti on the travel ban. Because of the dangerous conditions.
I can kind of understand what he's talking about. If the administration's saying that the conditions have gotten better in Haiti, is we watching the same videos out here? Is we really paying attention? They are still overran by the gangs and all that fly shit, but
DHS spokesperson said the environmental situation in Haiti has improved enough that it is safe for Haitian citizens to return home. But CBS News Miami spoke with someone in Haiti who says the country cannot accept anyone else. People from Port-au-Prince are going to Cap now. If everyone is deported to Haiti, Cap will be like Port-au-Prince because of the difficult condition the country is in. For all the people to come to Haiti, things will get worse.
We've gone to D.C. With TPS holders where they've spoken to elected officials on many occasions. And now we're looking at a situation where those very leaders are fearful.
That's a good question. say, why they not protesting and waving Haitian flags? Maybe we got to wait for the weekend. Maybe we got to wait for the weekend. I don't know. You say they kicking Wycliffe out. Listen, whatever happened to Wycliffe? Whatever happened to Wycliffe? And I thought that he was trying to become the president of Haiti once upon a time, if I'm not mistaken. Or did Haitians turn their back on Wycliffe? It was something that had done happened. Somebody please remind me and inform me. You say they know more criminals are coming home. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. They is still under siege over there. That shit's still horrible over in Haiti. It just really is. I know, damn it, I got Haitian brothers out here in these streets. Now I've been talking. They still got family that's over there that just, hell, they couldn't leave because of the planes couldn't land. You know, they had done stopped plane flights in and out. So if we stop, us, Great America, have stopped plane flights going in and out, how can we now say that things is getting better? Unless we lifted the plane flight thing, then I guess. Wait. You say I'm back. Wycliffe, younger boyfriend came out and exposed him on Tasha K. You lying to me. Wycliffe had a boyfriend? Don't do that. She say, Haiti is a whole tire fire. Got to be more careful. You lying to me. Don't do that. Don't say that about Wycliffe. Unless he is, then just hear what it is. You know, but I didn't know. Haitian for a natural woman. Yeah, baby. Listen, boy, y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the 99 Nightly News on YT. Links is down there in the description. The show must go on. The show must go on. Say, I'm not lying, Willie. Yes, a boyfriend. This whole time, and he been married. Wow. She say, Willie, you showed a player with a Gucci rap car and hated. That's a fact. I showed up did. They still out there stunned. Shit horrible over there, but they still out here stunned. Y'all, listen. The show must go on. We screaming everywhere. Links in the description. You know what I mean. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your la-la and or your life. Here's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. Listen, I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. We're finna go ahead on and get on up out of here. You say, Willie, I'm going to the other spot for the other half, Unc. I appreciate that right there. You say, breaking news, ninjas. Barack Obama finna sign divorce papers. I heard somebody had to ask me, was they about to get a divorce? Is Barack Obama and Michelle Obama getting a divorce? Recent reports indicate that Barack and Michelle are not getting a divorce. They are not getting a divorce. Addresses, okay, so Michelle Obama addresses the divorce rumors, and that's in the New York Post. We gonna talk about it when we continue the show. Listen, we finna move, we finna go. Appreciate y'all for rocking. Thank y'all. See y'all around.